Well, hello to my YouTube friends out there. I am back, and for those of you that are new, feel free to hit that subscription button and notification button if you like. So, let me start off with a little chit chat and a testimony because God is good. So, I had to be hospitalized today. I'm wearing a hospital band. I just came home from the hospital. My husband picked me up, and it was a long process. I have to tell you guys about it. I spent 6 hours in emergency. I had to admit myself in there because my leg had been bothering me, and I had mentioned it before in my video. So my doctor wanted me to go in for an ultrasound, and um, they wanted to rule out blood clots because I am diabetic. So I thank God I don't have blood clots. Okay, make a long story short, so I go to the hospital and I had to sit and wait and wait and wait before I seen a doctor. And through the whole process, I was in triage. And I seen some people coming there. It reminded me so much when I worked in mental health and people coming in through our PES and triage and helping people. And I started talking about the goodness of God in there because people were having problems with their stomach, headaches, ladies, people coming in there with so much pain and all this. And I'm a patient too now. I'm admitted into the hospital. So I'm listening and I'm talking to people at the same time, and God was working through me. And I started telling them about my son, and all this other kind of stuff was coming through me. So I go to the ultrasound room, and the young lady that was helping me, she was so beautiful. And I asked her, I said, how long you been working here? She said, oh, 1 year. And she was talking to me, and I showed her my grandson picture and all that good stuff. And she said, well, it looked like you don't have any blood clots. I said, oh, thank God. And so when after I was done, they had me in a wheelchair. They pushed me all the way from the waiting room area to the ultrasound room, and I felt so strange being in a wheelchair because I was always helping other people in wheelchairs or, when they couldn't be mobile. And so I'm like, oh my God, and then I started kind of getting a little bit nervous. So they brought me back in the room, and the doctor talked to me, and he said, you have muscle strain. And he gave me some medication to take for muscle strain for 7 days. And then he also mentioned about neuropathy. And then when he mentioned neuropathy, I looked at him like, because my husband got neuropathy, and I'm like, because it's pretty common when you have diabetes, you will get neuropathy. Because yesterday when I got home from church, and I was in the bed, and I was noticing that it was like a tingling, burning sensation in my muscle. And I'm like, something's not right here. And I knew it was something wasn't right. So, yeah, so that's pretty much what it is. And they want me to stay off of it as much as I can and rest that muscle back that I don't know how it happened. I was having some inflammation where my ankle was swollen, and I took pictures and sent them to my doctor because I email my doctor and I do all that stuff to him, emailing back and forth on my medical report when it comes to my health. So I try to stay up on those things. And so when he gave me the medication, then I had to go and get the prescription. That was another wait. But then you have to wait for the discharge because once you go in emergency at any hospital, you're admitted. And you got to go through all the other process. Oh, and then they took my blood and they said my diabetes was looking pretty good. They did some of HIV. They do all that stuff is pretty much involving your blood when they do all that. So I'm back at home. I was starving. I was so hungry because I hadn't ate. I was there for 6 hours. So I was like, oh my God. And my husband went and got something to eat, but they wouldn't let him in the building, in the waiting room, to bring me something. He had to stay in the car, and it was 98 degrees outside. I couldn't wait to get out of there. So I just want to tell you guys everything worked out okay. I'm going to do what I have to do. And I want to thank you guys so very much for watching. Please leave your comments down below. You know I love my comments. God bless, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.